free you?
You're in Gnasty's world now, Spyro. And you are the dragon that must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm...
In each of Gnasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Gnorc himself.
Alright. So, this is Gnasty's world.
Need a lift?
Nope. So, it's really not much for a home world. Like, these are the last levels, really, right here. Just any of these dragon mouths. So, we can't actually do all the home worlds like right now, because there's one more dragon that you unlock after you beat Gnasty Gnorc. And also, in each of these dragon mouths here, there's more gems, so that's all we can do here for now. So let's just hop right into the first level. Let's do Gnorc Cove. So, I'm a fan of these levels in Gnasty's world. They're an interesting, oh Jesus, interesting theme. I feel like a lot of games, what they do is they put like a lava-themed world at the very end, which I am totally a fan of, because anyone who knows me in real life, you know that my favorite levels in games are always, or usually, lava levels. Just because they usually have the best music, they're the most difficult, they're visually stunning. They're epic as hell. But in this game, they don't do that. They don't do that for a final world. It's like an industrial world, which is kind of cool. It's different from other games. Playing Donkey Kong here. That's pretty neat.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Gnasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Gnorc boots if I were him.
Alright. Now, something you might have noticed about the dragons so far in this world, they're all ones we've already rescued. And the reasoning behind that, at least it's believed, which is pretty much confirmed, because why else would it happen? The idea is that they actually went after Gnasty Gnorc after they were freed. But then they got recaptured, so that's why we're saving them again. And also, if you've noticed, like, every world pretty much has, like, a different style for their dragons. Like, their dragons look different in each world. And so, instead of trying to think of, like, a different look for Gnasty's world, which wouldn't really make much sense, because it's kind of like, the whole idea behind Gnasty's world is kind of like a junkyard, you know? He was like, in the beginning cutscene, they said he's been contained to a remote world. This is that world. They put him out here. It's not really part of the dragon world. It's just kind of on its own. It's actually Gnasty's world. So, it wouldn't make much sense for there to be dragons that are, like, native to this area. So, they just made all the dragons here like a combination of ones from every other world. So there's actually a dragon from every world, like every other world in the game. Then I believe there's also 2 from the Artisan's world. So, interesting little observation there about the dragons in this world.
I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
I believe that line right there is actually a reference to another game. Like another game of the era. I'll put on the screen what it actually is, but I don't really remember what it actually is, but I know it's a reference to something. I always thought that line was kind of weirdly out of place, but it's actually a reference to something, so it makes a bit more sense. I mean, either way, it's easy to tell. It's fine though. I mean, I like cheese. Cheese is yummy. Quote of the fucking day right there. Cheese is yummy. Alright, so we got 3 paths to go down here. I'm gonna go down this path first because there's a key here. So I want to get that right away. Head back to the main area, go down door number 2. This little corridor is kind of difficult, actually. To get through sometimes, exploding barrels hurt. Alright. So the rest of the gems should be down the other path. So let's forget those. Now, an important note. Some people, when they play through this game, they don't actually do what I do and they don't like go to the exit portal for every level. They just pause and go exit level. For Gnasty's world, if you do that, I don't know why this happens, but if you do that in Gnasty's world, the next level will not actually open. You have to go through the exit portal. So just a side note, if you're playing through this game, make sure you go through the actual exit portal. Otherwise, you'll get back to the overworld and you'll be very, very confused as to where the hell you go next. Alright, so there is one level left. One main level left. Here we are, Twilight Harbor. Now, there is a bit of controversy around this level. Ever since we got the first ever footage of it, I don't even remember when that was, but we got our first footage of it, and there was some controversy because of these enemies. So in the original game, these enemies had assault rifles. Are you for real? Fucking Christ, okay. What a bitch. Anyway, there was a bit of controversy because in the original game, these enemies had like assault rifles, like all out crazy, like modern war, like modern weaponry. I don't know why I can think of the word weaponry, but so in this game they gave them like these freaking paint guns or some shit. I don't know. And at first people claimed that it was because they were censoring it, which honestly, if you ask me, it makes a little bit of sense, because you don't want realistic freaking assault rifles in a game that's, you know, a lot of kids are going to play it. Although a lot of adults are going to play it as well because they're the ones who played the original game as children. So, but then the makers of the game, Toys for Bob, kind of came out and said that they actually was like a design choice. That Twilight Harbor is like a factory for this weird paint. I don't know what the hell they're using the paint for. Cosmos, tell me what they're using the paint for, Cosmos.
Thank you for rescuing me.
You are thoroughly unhelpful. Anyway, but I'm not sure if I buy that. I think they're just trying to say that to satisfy people, but I'm pretty sure it's just because they wanted to censor it. Like, I think then people say it's like there's the whole thing with the level of Dino Mines in Spyro 3. The enemies have guns, but those aren't like assault rifles. Those are like Wild West style fucking guns like that. I don't know. They seem a little less extreme to me. Seems a little less violent. I don't know. A little bit more acceptable for a game like this.
Be on the lookout for Gnorc Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Alright, and that's 79 dragons. We have 1 dragon left in the game, guys. We are right at the end. But I don't know. So my thoughts on the issue, I think it makes sense to censor it because, like I said, it's kind of out of place in a game like this. But I would say it did have kind of an effect in the original game, the fact that it was so out of place, because the whole thing is like, you know, Spyro is the only dragon left uncaptured, only one left free, and he's like making it through all of Gnasty Gnorc's defenses, and this is the point where he's actually getting really close, and Gnasty starts to see him as a threat. So for his last like resort, he puts out this like ridiculously strong wave of like line of enemies with these like modern weaponry. So it really made you think like, damn, he's like going all out. He's really desperate to not let Spyro get to him. So I think the fact that it's purple paint does kind of take away from that effect. But okay, here's what I think. When I first heard about the whole issue, my thoughts were like, okay, it makes sense to do it, but they could have substituted it for something other than purple paint. So my thought was like, they should have made it like fire, like flamethrowers or something. That would have seemed kind of extreme, like, man, he's really trying to keep Spyro back. But also it would have been a little bit, they wouldn't have had to worry about censoring it, really, because it's fire, you know, other enemies shoot fire. Heck, I shoot fire. Like, Spyro shoots fire. Or like fireballs or something, I don't know. Like, anything but purple paint. It just doesn't fit, in my opinion. Like, I understand why they did it, but at the same time, it would have been a better level, better experience. Are you serious? The level would have been a better experience if they hadn't changed those things. So, in the comments, you guys let me know how you feel about this. Like, do you agree with my idea for fireballs? What are your ideas for what they could have done instead? Do you think they actually did it as a design choice, or do you think they censored it? What are your ideas? So anyway, now that little rant is over, not even really a rant, it's just kind of my opinion. God, these goddamn enemies! I mentioned, oh my god, I mentioned back in World 4 that this level and Misty Bog have the most difficult enemies. You probably can see why now. Like, goddamn. Fuck! I landed on the little, like, post and the little, like, thingy in the water. That was weird. I just watched that back. I didn't even notice that before. But I landed on like a little wooden pole. Fuck off, dude. Oh my god! Fuck off, dude! On my way, on my way, on my way. This level's... okay. Disclaimer. Disclaimer. I'm getting mad. I'm saying bad things. Fuck your face! Anyway, I'm saying bad things about it, but like... I do like the level. It's intense. But these enemies are goddamn annoying. Not annoying. They're just difficult. God, I've killed him 3 times. Die. Piss off. Fuck's sake. Jeez. Well, that's that level. Done. That was pretty quick. Actually, this video might be really short. This, the Gnasty's World video. But whatever. It's fine. And that should be... okay. Now, we should almost have all the gems. Gems? The gems. Jeez. And guess what's open? Here we go. Alright, final boss time. The lamest final boss ever, but, you know, still satisfying to reach this point in the game. To finally beat the game. Even if the boss is a little underwhelming, it's okay. It's a platformer, you know. It's been more focused on the levels themselves rather than the bosses. Except this one's the only one that doesn't actually contain a level. You literally just get put in an arena and you fight him. Well, kind of. It's not really a level leading up to him, but. And of course, Spyro showing off one last time. Look how high I can fly. Whee! Okay. So now there's a skill point here. Gotta make sure we don't get hit here. So. Basically, just move around a lot, and he'll have a hard time hitting you. He kind of sucks at being a bad guy, really. Alright, so first time around here I want to make sure I get all the gems, because missing gems on this level would suck, because you have to go back through and do the entire thing again. Well, I mean, I guess you could get the gems and exit level, but like... you don't want to come back here again. That kind of ruins the whole thing, you know? Like beating the boss and then coming back and doing it again. Kind of ruins the whole effect of it, so make sure you don't miss a gem. And also, if I get hit, I'm just going to kill myself and do it again, because I don't want to come back again. So, that key opens the back door here. Don't try to go up to him and, like, open that little step he's on, because you'll just get hit by him a bunch of times and lose all your health. Instead, you want to come back here, and we got another thief. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know at certain points how many gems you should have before you actually go and, like, actually fight him. Because once you get the final hit on him, you automatically leave the level. Like, the end cutscene starts and you're done. So you want to make sure you get all the gems before you hit him the last time. Now basically you just chase him around. So we're going to do one lap around here just to get all the gems. And then we're going to chase him around a second time and hit him. The problem is those, like, ones you gotta stop and, like, breathe fire on and then grab the gem as it, like, pops up, you know? Alright, you should have 375. Yep. So all the rest of the gems you get from actually hitting him. So, all I gotta do now is just chase him. And be careful, because if you do fall in, you have to, like, restart the entire thing again. Like, get the thieves and everything again. And no one wants that, so make sure you don't fall in. Here, just watch out. Hit him. 25, now you have 400. And then all it is just a little chase across these platforms. Now these platforms are retracting into the wall. So just kind of don't take your time too much, but also be careful, because if you fall through these and then fall in the lava, that sucks ass. But then watch out for him. Hit him. Got him. Okay. And that's it.
You're toast, Gnorc. Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Gnasty Gnorc?
Gnasty Gnorc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Alright, I'm going to skip the credits for now, because I'm going to show the credits at the very end of all 3 games. We ain't done yet. We're not done with this game yet. There's an extra level to do. Oh, man. Man. Here's the last dragon.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Alright, and of course, we are at 100%. So, Gnasty's loot. This is your reward for beating the game. You get to do what this game is all about, and just go around and get treasure. It's basically just like a free-for-all, where you just go around and get gems and have fun and stuff. So let's do that. Now here you do get infinite flight, like the flying levels, so that's pretty cool. But no time limit, no things to destroy, just flying around, getting gems. I think it's a fitting end to the game. So basically the premise here is you only can fly a certain height, and that height is based on how high you took off from. So as you go through the level, you unlock higher areas, so you raise the height limit. So, and you want to get the thieves so you can unlock those higher areas. So this asshole asking for it. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Oh, you cheeky bitch. You cheeky bitch. How dare you? Oh, stop it. Get it. Thank you. And there are some gems over here I always forget about. So let's make sure we don't forget those this time around. There we go. Now, okay, I didn't even show you this, but there are 2,000 gems in this level. Now, that sounds like a lot. Oh, by the way, we got all the things. Look at that. Look at all the skill points. Alright, anyway, That sounds like a lot, but you only get 10s and 25s. So it's not really that much. Sounds like a lot, but it's not really. Goes by pretty fast. Especially because of a certain something that I will keep secret for now. That you will see in a bit. So, wow, here we are at the end of the game already. That, I mean, for you guys watching, that took 6 weeks of uploads on YouTube. But for me, I started this game 4.5 hours ago, so it's pretty cool. Stop it. Go away. Bitch. Get back here. Get back here. Alright, so now that I have that, I should go unlock the next... I just mumbled a lot. I should be able to unlock the next area, which now we have a thief in a plane. That's great. And unfortunately for him, he's stupid as shit and he flies around backward. Like, he doesn't turn around if you go around backwards, so you can just get him that easily. So that's nice. Oh, hang on, I missed some gems. Wow, I missed a ton of stuff. Look at me go. I suck. Okay, anything else I missed? Nope, we good. Alright, so now let's head up to here. We've almost unlocked the highest E. We've almost like broken the entire height limit. There's only one more area to get to. It's over right there. So gotta get this plane thief. Now this guy is a little bit more tricky to get. Not as hard to get as he was in the original game, but still a little bit tricky. Might take a few times around to get him. That tunnel looks really cool, by the way. Like, I love how it looks. Like the cracked walls, like with the magma like seeping through. Turn around. Unlock this last area. What? Only 10 gems? Yeah, I love seeing people's reactions when they see that. They're like, what? How dare you? But, it's more than 10 gems. It unlocks the highest height limit you can go to. So, really, it unlocks not 10 gems, but like 1,000. So that's pretty cool. Like, how many do I have right now? I have like 750. Like, that's a lot of gems it unlocks. It's like 13, almost 1,400 gems it unlocks. It's pretty cray, if you ask me. But after this, we should be at 950, if I've done this correctly. And there we are, 950. So now that you've gotten all those, head up here, final room of the game. Not even going to say anything here, I'm just going to let you take this all in. There are so many purple gems here, and that's 2,000. Now, if you have noticed, this is the room where the opening cutscene of the game took place, and like I want to read these little posters here. Patience is for dragons. Imagination rhymes with devastation. Practice. It's not about being the best, it's about destroying everyone else. there's nothing standing between... Wait, there's nothing standing between you and your goal but a tiny little purple dragon. Words of wisdom, if I ever heard them. Alright, and with that, that concludes Spyro the Dragon.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Well, everybody, that just about does it for this first game. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play this game. I've certainly enjoyed playing it for you guys. It's always a pleasure to play this game. And so if you liked watching me play through it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Show your support by doing that. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future Spyro uploads. I guess while you're at that, you might as well comment down below and tell me what you thought about the series, about this episode. Anything you think of to comment. I love reading your guys' comments, so make sure you do that. So I guess that's just about it. I will see you guys next week when I start playing Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. I really hope you guys are looking forward to that. I'm certainly looking forward to it. So I will see you guys then. See you later.